Hello and welcomes back everyone, AnthWolf here with more Star Wars The Old Republic, playing as our smuggler Malcolm here. We just finished a interlude Flashpoint video. We did the Flashpoint Cadmimu, and now kinda on our way to Alderaan to see what the last business transaction, at least I think it's last business transaction, Risha has set up for us. On our way to find Nocdrain's fortune. In addition, obviously we have two more flashpoints coming up, Tyrol 5 and the Maelstrom Prison. I'm probably going to do them both together. Maybe after the events of Alderaan. I'm going to see where the storyline takes me first of all. But obviously Tyrol 5 and Maelstrom Prison are Republic only flashpoints. If you've seen any of my Sith Empire campaign as Valakar, at the same time as the Republic gets to do Tyrol 5, the Sith Empire is doing a flashpoint called Boarding Party, and Maelstrom Prison is the counterpart to the Foundry. So obviously these are Sith only or Republic only flashpoints, and they all kind of revolve around the same theme, the same kind of story point. But obviously the Republic's doing one thing, I think, prior to what the Sith Empire does. So I think Tyrol 5 and Maelstrom Prison come before Boarding Party and the Foundry, in case you want it in some sort of chronological order. Don't need to take my word for it, but it makes sense in my head how I'm thinking about it. But yeah, we'll probably be taking a look at those, because there is a prequel quest you can pick up on the Republic fleet, which is here in the background. So yeah, hopefully I don't level beyond Tyrol 7, so we need to be about level probably 38, 39 is the cutoff point to not to lose that flashpoint, I suppose, from my list. I say we'll just see how things work out. But yeah, let's get ourselves away. Alderaan's here in the core world. This one it is. Hey, I'm getting a bit good at this. Alderaan is a mountainous world of lush forests and grasslands, ruled by an assembly of noble houses and an enlightened and advanced citizenry. A founding member of the Republic, Alderaan has been traditionally admired for its wealth, its arts and its thinkers, while the deadly intrigues and politics of the nobility have been downplayed. More recently, those intrigues erupted in the Civil War. Alderaan, now officially withdrawn from the Republic, sees conflict it hasn't known in ages. The Republic is backing House Organa's quest for the crown, whereas the Empire backs the former House Fool exiles. Palaces and fields have become pockmarked by cannon fire, and House armies clash on the battlefield. So that kind of gives you a sum up of the situation. To give you a bit more knowledge that I have picked up playing through as the Sith Empire. The previous, obviously, as they say, Alderaan's mostly ruled by the noble class and the various noble families. And there is normally one reigning monarch and one house in dominance, basically. And prior to the events of you coming to the planet, like we are now, 2 seconds, sorry. Throat. But yeah, prior to the events of you arriving here on Alderaan, the former house, House Pantier, well, the former ruling house, House Pantier, lost their queen. I forgot what her name is, but I think she was, I don't know if ambushed, but she was shot down while she was in a shuttle. And during the confusion, a house known as House Ulgo, which is very militaristic, rose up and basically declared themselves the ruling house. So at the moment here on Alderaan, there's like a three-way war going on between House Organa, who obviously still want to back and support the Republic, House Fool, who of course want to support the Sith Empire and who are getting paid and military strength by the Empire, and of course House Ulgo, who kind of want to remain apart and maybe want Alderaan to just declare independence. But obviously we may learn more about that when we get onto the planet. But yeah, I just thought I'd share that with you all. Obviously, if you have any more knowledge you wish to share, feel free to put in the comments below if you so desire. But let's get ourselves away and see what Risha has in store for us. Obviously, with nobles, this is a more political planet. We may have to use some form of diplomacy, and I hate dealing with nobles. Most of the time, there's obviously Alderaan there. Because they kind of look down on people like us. Whereas if we're playing as a Jedi or a staunch member of the Republic, we may have some official backing, but we aren't. We are a smuggler. We're basically a nobody coming down to maybe do a deal with a noble. I'm not sure who we're dealing with, but since it's important, I'm guessing it's going to be someone of a noble birth. But we'll also find out. Hi, Risha.
Alderaan certainly is the prettiest world on our itinerary. Don't let all that breathtaking scenery fool you, though. This is the most dangerous planet of the core worlds. The nobles here could teach the Sith a few things about backstabbing and assassination.
Great. A planet of two-faced killers.
They say every noble who's anyone has killed at least one person, even if by accident. Every so often, the noble families spill their bloodlines fighting for the throne. The current succession war is the bloodiest on record. Since the Empire arrived to put its own puppet in charge, there's no telling who will come out on top.
Who's the big shot around here?
House Ulgo seized the throne, but maybe not for long. The whole planet's a war zone. The first time I visited, I thought all the nobles were so glamorous. Then I saw the truth. These people don't know how lucky they are, or what they should do with their fortunes. They don't deserve to rule.
These nobles really upset you, don't they?
I couldn't care less about them. All that matters is getting what we came here for. Your first delivery is a piece of glaze cake. All you have to do is escort that antique power droid to House Organa's castle. Since House Organa runs this spaceport and their castle is right around the corner, dropping off the droid should be a quick run.
Got any info on House Organa?
They like to present themselves as the good guys, but they're pretty shrewd politically. You won't be dealing with them, though. The droid belongs to a couple of young nobles, Len Turan and his sister Cydonia. Decent people, all things considered.
Got it. I'd better get moving.
Oh, so we're dropping off the droid. Maybe we're doing multiple deliveries on this planet. But okay. So we need Len and was it Cydonia? Or Cydonia? Brother and sister. That's fine. That's all I need to know. Right, let's get ourselves down to the planet. Of course we'll be doing the side missions while we're here. I think before we even get near where we land on the spaceport, House Organa's, well, one of House Organa's cities? Primary palaces, I suppose you can call it, is nearby, but there is a few missions en route which we'll have to do. Oh, well, they're optional, of course, but we will be doing them. Again, this is a world where both the Galactic Republic and the Sith Empire players come to visit at the same time. So it's quite possible we will encounter some other players here from the other faction. We could always switch ourselves into PvP mode, but we don't really need to. If we spot someone else though, we'll see how we feel at the time. No promises, but it might make things a little bit more interesting. We're reasonably geared to take other people on. See, once we get outside the spaceport here, I'll open up the world map, give you a brief show around, kind of tell you what we're in for. What's this? Haley Organa. Or Hallie. I think it's Haley. What? Single L.
Excuse me. Please, I have an urgent call from Organa Palace.
Stay calm. Tell me what's going on.
I'm only the messenger. You'll have to talk to him.
I'm just a visitor here, General. Not part of your operation. I don't understand. What are these houses?
You've got to stop the Thule squads before they turn this place into a crater.
I can stop them. Can you tell me any more?
I saw some of the Thule soldiers on my way here. I don't know anything else. Don't let them blow us up.
So yeah, we need to defuse 4 explosive devices. We're going to switch ourselves over to Instance 2 just to see if it's any quieter than this one. 30 people's not all that bad, to be honest with you. But yeah, we'll just quickly switch instances. Well, I say quickly. Hopefully it will be quite swift as it transfers. While we wait, I will have a quick drink. I apologise if it comes over the microphone. I'm hoping my internet plays nice as well. My ISP is currently updating the broadband, apparently, in my local area. And that's what made me record this kind of in the early afternoon. Oh, we're the only person on Instance 2. Okay. Anyhow, I was going to say I was going to show you the world map, wasn't I? Obviously here is the Palace Coast. Obviously this is the way to Organa Castle, where we need to see Len Ferran, or Turan. Obviously the explosives are kind of in this area, which we'll go see in a moment. Looking at Alderaan in its entirety, obviously we start here. We'll be going into the Alsatian lowlands in the King's Pass and the Durian Mountains, going then into Glennis Valley. Of course, the Sith Empire starts about here in Kamos territory, and they kind of come down as we go up. And we all kind of meet up in the Durian Mountains King's Pass going into Glennis Valley itself. But yeah, we'll see how things go. As I'll take a stim. Do I want to take an experience booster? We may as well. So there's something to scavenge over here. Aha! I'm sure there's a bonus while dealing with the beradium explosives. So we'll look at doing that as well. You notice my inventory is quite filled with item modifications for level 37. I'm probably getting ahead of myself by equipping them, but I thought I may as well. And then they're all ready for my level up. Here's one of the explosives, good. Nice. Disable this one. Oh, there's one behind as well. Excellent. So then we can report to General Kashim, let him know that the situation's handled. Don't think there's anything else we need to do before we go into Organa Palace, so let's be on our way. Here's some of House Organa's forces. Ah, Cantina's up here. There's a lot of places to discover here in kind of like the market area of House Organa. You normally don't need to be up here though, unless it's kind of story related. Mostly the time you're in House Organa and heading down the main road here. Oh, see, I think this is a heroic quest terminal. Heroic for proof of treason. We'll probably not do that. Maybe. But General Kashim is both in House Organa as well. Let's see what this mailbox is. Oh, sale of an item. Good. They're both on the upper level. It's very, what's the word? Opulent? You can tell nobles with all their wealth invested in this place. Of course, give it a couple of thousand years, this place won't be here anymore. Maybe I should have put a spoiler alert tag on this video. I'm sure you've all seen the movie. Right, let's have a look. This is the upper level. We'll go see General Kashim first. Let him know that the explosives have been dealt with. And is Duke Charles Organa. I think he's the overall ruler of Organa right now. I could be wrong. But I reckon he is.
Mami lebik pak manuk. Maraka naja ki nam yabamyak. Kam perim ganam. Bagiyang. Manik hikupukam.
You smell like sweat and beradium. The smell of hard work.
Alam kuku inu nebak nam kara.
You will brief him here, General. I am Duke Charles Organa, Lord of House Organa, and heir to the Chalcedony Star. I bid you welcome.
My Lord Duke, it's a pleasure to meet you.
The pleasure is mine. Organa's people sleep better because of you.
Unuk inu memnu. Amka kamem. Herolak palak. Memgam gamginia geguan. Amnerna harnak.
Should the Republic really be taking sides in the Civil War?
This is a moral alliance, not a political one. I want an end to violence, not a throne.
Manuk marakanaja. Ki namabam. Yak manala.
If Thule defeats us, the other houses will fall, and Thule will help the Empire spread darkness across the galaxy. I know you came to Alderaan for other reasons, but I need individuals of skill and valor to beat back this evil. Help us.
I'm willing to lend a hand, but it won't come cheap.
Organa has lost much over the years, but our coffers aren't empty yet. I think you'll be satisfied. The Thule army's led by Baron Jarkus Thule, one of the House heirs, and their best duelist. They call him the Wolf Baron.
Raga memua inu bunyan. Kemapa amkanamia.
He's after the spears of Organa. He plans to turn our own weapons against us.
What are these spears?
The spears are ancient defense turrets built into the bedrock. Not up to modern specifications, still more powerful than any walker.
Bomogala apayang. Nilama ini amka amgap.
Perhaps, but Thule isn't expecting our new ally. Take back those turrets however you can, before they destroy us all.
So obviously this is the Lord and current ruler of House Organa, and we're currently matching wits against the Wolf Baron of House Thule, one of Fool's heirs. Obviously, to complete our next task for the chain quest, which is what that is, we need to defeat 10 members of, obviously, the attacking Fool army at each of the spears, as they call them. It's worth being nice to, obviously, the Lord of Organa. We'll play a bit of politics unless people annoy us, and then we'll show our smuggler roots, of course, when the situation depends on it, really. Let's go drop off the droid, though. Oh. Cydonia there as well. So it's just the two of them in the room. Interesting.
You made a deal with a woman named Risha for this droid. I'm here to collect.
Welcome home, you ugly little thing. I mean the droid, of course.
This is no time for your juvenile jokes. We should properly introduce ourselves. I am Lady Cydonia Terran, Herald of the Gold Aurora.
And I'm her brother, Lord Len Terran, Warden of the Eternal Flame. Please call me Len.
What should I call your beautiful sister?
Seti. She loves that.
Please don't listen to my brother. He has the unfortunate quality of being an idiot.
What did he say?
My friend thinks your sister is cute.
We may have finally found your perfect match, Cydonia.
My brother and I are all that remains of House Terran's noble bloodline.
One of Alderaan's more reprehensible pedigrees, House Bayless, slaughtered our family and seized all our holdings.
You still have this old clanker, for whatever it's worth.
This droid holds new hope for us, literally. Centuries ago, our ancestors hid something inside it for safekeeping.
Pirates absconded with the unfashionable machine generations ago. Tracking it down has consumed our family since before we were born.
What that droid contains will rebuild House Terran. But we need instructions to safely open the hidden compartment. It's rigged to explode, you see.
The instructions are at our family's estate, now occupied by House Bayless's forces. Without those instructions, we can't pay you.
Are you looking to hire me?
You're obviously talented at acquiring things.
The instructions we need are in a datapad of Terran family history at our estate's library. If you retrieve that datapad, we'll add a substantial bonus to your payment.
And there are some additional family heirlooms we'll pay you handsomely to recover while you're there.
What am I looking for, exactly?
They'll be the valuable-looking things surrounded by guards.
Len, it's time for your meeting with House Organa. Don't keep their counselors waiting this time.
You just want this handsome stranger to yourself. Next time, dear sister, you get to beg our hosts for their table scraps.
What are you waiting for? An invitation?
I'll try not to come back too soon, dear sister.
I like these two. Okay, Bodo.
I couldn't face another dreary meeting with House Organa's counselors. Thank you for sparing me.
I've been looking forward to a private chat since I got here.
I'll try not to disappoint you. When I was a girl, I dreamed of adventuring among the stars. What's it like, living that life?
A lot of close calls, mostly.
Some days I'd rather face bloodthirsty pirates than gossiping nobles. This is already quite a breach of etiquette, you know. An off-world man calling on a lady in private. People will talk.
Face it, you can't resist me.
I'm often drawn to things I'm not supposed to have. Regardless, I've kept you from your business long enough. Please take care of yourself out there.
This could come back to bite me in the butt. Hey, droid. Nope, probably nothing. Sorry, I had that paranoid moment. I was looking at the droid going, something about you. So, where do we need to go exactly? Oh, okay. Bayless Manor is actually in the Alsacan lowlands, we won't be going there for quite some time, in all honesty. Can I survive this fall? I can. Good. It's not a good thing to be asking after I've jumped off the balcony. Oh. Switch that over as well. So yeah, we're gonna help, obviously, Duke Organa help the situation against House Full here on the coastline, first of all. So I will probably break the video here after getting outside the palace. And when we come back, we are going to head on our way to the Spears of Organa and fight back against Fool's forces. And there's probably more that they're going to want us to do after that. And I'm sure there's actually a few quests on the way around about this area. But yeah, this of course has been AnthWolf with Star Wars The Old Republic here on Alderaan. Hope you've all enjoyed and I hope you all take care. And I'll see you for more in the next video. Bye bye now.